It's time for a daily dose of victory, even if it's just a minute with the pastor.
Hi, I'm Pastor Tony Smith, the pastor of Victory Ministries International, and we're on the subject, what do you care about? Today, we're talking about your relationship with God. Do you really care about your relationship with God? Do you have a desire to know God? Do you have a desire to know yourself in God? Do you really even care, or are you willing to settle for not knowing your potential, not knowing the greatness of who you are, not knowing what you were really designed to be, and taking life as it goes? Do you really care about worshiping God? Do you really care about praising him? The Bible speaks about God going to the disciples. He says, do you love me? And God said, the disciple says, yes, Lord, I do. He says, then feed my sheep. What he means is serve me, help others. Do you really care? He said, then feed my lambs. Then one of the disciples said, Lord, you know all things. You'll know if I love you or not. And he began to explain to him, if you really love me, show me. And that's why we have services on Sunday. That's why we have services Saturday morning. That's why we have services Saturday at 11 o'clock, Saturday at 5:30, Sunday at 11 o'clock, Sunday at 5:30, and Sunday at 8 o'clock in the morning. And that's why we have ladies' night out every Monday, 6:45. Why? To tell God, we recognize that if you don't breathe out, then we can't breathe in. And we know that we can't live without you, because we care enough to know that we worship God. And out of that, when we meet to worship him, when we meet to praise him, he in return gives us a blessing through the word. He gives us a blessing through fellowship. He gives us a blessing through understanding of who we are, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, that God begins to bless us, because he teaches us caring for him is caring for ourselves.
Spend time in the Word with Pastor Tony and Victory all weekend long.